This is a tough one to look at. This is a tough pill to swallow. Alibaba down 6.3% today after reporting earnings and the company posting a loss in profit for the first time. Very, very disappointing because of that $2.8 billion fine, 2.8 billion US, 18.1 billion yuan fine. So we look at this, they lost 5.47 billion. They were expecting to make a profit of 6.95 billion. So had they not had that fine, they would have had 10.56, smashing expectations almost by double, which would have sent the stock absolutely soaring. But unfortunately, they took that loss with that fine. But overall, it was still just an incredible quarter, which is why we bought more on the dip today. They did revenue of 187 billion, which is 28.6 US dollars, beating expectations as well by over $1 billion US dollars. So it's a 64% year-over-year growth. And if you look at the company for the past year, despite growing 64%, the company's stock is actually only up 2%. 2% in the past year, despite growing 64%. Earnings also up big as well, even with this very, very annoying earnings disaster with that fine. But you talk about some of the other numbers as well. It's incredible that over $250 billion of their valuation has been wiped away in the company. They've had no good luck recently, with the IPO, this fine, their anti-monopoly investigations. They've not had a lot of good luck, but I want to break down some of the positives for this. First off, let's start with valuation. It's sitting at a 23 PE ratio right now. 23 PE ratio for a company that is growing at a 64% year-over-year revenue growth. You talk about their core commerce business, that's up 72% year-over-year. And their logistics business up 101% year-over-year. It is incredible the amount of growth that this company is having. The cloud computing division, which is also profitable now, grew 37% year-over-year. They have so many moats that they are making so much money, and they're investing so much money into their company right now, which is why they don't have a ton of earnings, but their earnings are still very, very good. And they are just making a fortune in revenue. So once they pull back a little bit on having to invest so much in their company, these profits are just going to be through the roof. And that's why you're seeing, even with all this, the company's still at a 23 PE ratio. Its forward PE ratio is 11. 11 for their forward PE ratio. It is an amazing time, an amazing opportunity to invest in this company. I truly, truly believe that this is an amazing opportunity. So what I did is I sold some of my put credit spreads, and I took a longer approach. I sold a 300 strike price put. So I have a 230 that I sold, a two 250s, and one 300. So in total, 400 shares worth of Alibaba, about $100,000, little more than $100,000 worth of that. Plus, we also have our put credit spreads on Alibaba as well, 210 being the highest strike price for those. And Alibaba is currently sitting at 206, almost 207. So I think right now it's truly an amazing time. If you want to be technical and you look at some of the analytics on it, for the 1 year, Alibaba is trading at a 17 RSI, which signals that it is extremely, extremely oversold. So what does this say? What does this mean? Well, this means you have a chance to buy Alibaba, have the chance to buy a growth company with a PE ratio of a value company. A company that has been decimated from where they were, down 37% from highs. They've lost well over a third of their value. You have a chance to get in on a company like this at a very, very cheap price. I expect this company to grow. I expect this stock to soar. They have a lot of good potential news coming out about it, especially this Ant IPO. This Ant IPO will be huge for the company. Alibaba owns a 33% stake in Ant. They're expected to do a $35 billion public offering. That means Alibaba is going to make a lot of money from this. Alibaba has already suffered their big fine. Their big anti-monopoly probe is now over. The bad news is behind the company. There is a lot of good ahead. I truly, truly believe in this company more than anything. Obviously, it hurts. It hurts seeing that on a day where this company should have, had they not had that fine, this company would have doubled expectations, and the stock would have probably been around 250. But you talk about a company that has so much cash on hand, so much cash on hand, so much money that they bring in, so many active users. It is incredible that the company is taking this big of a hit. When you look at it from a fundamentals or a technical side as well, even the technicals show that this is grossly oversold. Everything about this tells you that you should be buying this stock. It is grossly oversold, grossly undervalued, and put out an amazing earnings quarter. For some reason, I do not know how the analysts did not put this into the estimates. How they did not put that into estimates is beyond me. And why since we already knew about this fine, why is the stock being sold off so hard after this? Guys, I truly think this is an amazing opportunity. And like I said, you guys know me. I put my money where my mouth is. We have 4 puts sold on BABA, all deep out of the money, especially this one, a 300 strike price one. You know, it's such a good opportunity to get into BABA very cheap. Now, if we look at it, how much we can actually make on BABA, you know, price at expiration, we can make a lot of money off of BABA. A lot. And I truly think we will. I truly think we see this stock above $300 by next year. And I truly mean that. The stock was sitting above 300 before this huge growth, before multiple earnings beats. You know, we look at it at its all-time high, it's sitting at 320. We can definitely see 300 again. And that's why I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm buying a lot of BABA. Guys, I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know who else is in BABA, who else is potentially playing this, because I don't see much better opportunity out in the market besides BABA. I think Apple's incredible, but Apple was up today a little bit. It's incredible. It's very difficult, obviously, to see, you know, giant losses today. I mean, our account, you know, just took a massive hit today. You know, down $7,700 alone today. 90% of that coming from Alibaba. But long-term speaking, nothing has changed. If anything, I am only more and more sure now that this is an even better deal. And I think we go much higher from here. I truly believe that. So guys, let me know your thoughts on all of this, all that is going down today. And let me know what you're doing, because I'm curious. I'm truly curious to know. But anyways, guys, I'm in deep. I think this works out great. The fundamentals are aligning. The technicals are aligning. I think it's a perfect storm, and I think it's a perfect opportunity to get into Alibaba. But anyways, guys, I'm going to see you guys next video. Let me know your thoughts on this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next one. Have a wonderful day.